Hola a todos, ya estoy aquí. Today I will be reviewing another beer by the name of one more Blue Moon Belgian White. As the name would seem to imply, it is in fact a Belgian beer, um, and it has a 5.4% volume of alcohol, of course. Now, as usual, I'll be going over the starting aspects such as the appearance and the art. Now, to start, this is lacking in art. There are no illustrations, but what there is a recognizable design. See, while it lacks art, it has a design that is certainly pretty good. I would recognize this symbol with fair ease, with some degree of ease. So it's definitely possible that what this can be considered good design. But for me, it lacks the art, and the artistic thing is of specific value to me, of course. So in that case, I'm starting it off on a neutral foot, in fact. Now, if you hear some notifications, I must apologize for that. It is my intention to normally silence them, but in this case, I had forgotten to. But I'm not about to abandon the video concept because of that. Now, for continuation, I will give this a neutral, standing from the start. Its design is bad artistically, but design-wise, it certainly has an intriguing design that can draw the eyes to it, as you might understand. My brain would never be attracted to such tricks, of course, because I am of a superior mind, and well, what is to happen when a superior mind like mine is encounters a trick of advertising? It does not fall to the trick of advertising. It is really that simple. I insisted on. But alas, let's just continue with the taste. We shall hear the popping when it commences. Hombre, uh, oh, it is a classic wheat beer, as you may be able to realize, because the smell it just seeps into your nose with ease. But alas, we must not abandon the task to focus on the smell, despite the smell having a very, very recognizable element to it. One moment. Yes. Now, this is a color I do not dislike, nor do I like it. I feel as though it just oozes that Belgian feeling. And I'm not a particularly big fan of Belgium. I don't dislike it either, but it's not my favorite country. So I feel in that case I'm forced to take this color with a grain of salt, as I would with all things from Belgium. Now, alas, it does exude a healthy amount of the white object that I do not remember the name of at the top, but alas, it is all right. In fact, it exhibits a lesser amount of that than other beers. So for a start, I will also give this neutral rating. Generally, I have mixed feelings about this. Not bad, not good. But alas, we must proceed to the taste, just where I would say my uh, brain perceives it best. And of course, as with most people, although my mental faculties are certainly functioning at higher rates than others, of course, but that's not to be put into doubt. Ah, ooh, I'm forced to admit that this is, although it's not my taste, it's a unique taste. This beer has something that very few other beers actually have. It has elements of, you can really taste the wheat. Most wheat beer are somewhat light because they attempt to imitate normal Pilsner or normal beer, the mass-produced stuff. In this case, it attempts to really be its own. In this case, almost regret putting a certain review on it because in this case, I feel as though it has a unique taste that really you must try yourself. Of course, following my guidance on the matter would be a good idea since I have exquisite taste that very few others can match. I don't personally like it. I'm not a big fan, but I can certainly say that it's a taste that I recommend you try once in your life because if you like it, this may well become one of your favorites in its unique taste and unique flavor. So I am foregoing recommendation for going a system of stars because this one is a bit unique to describe. Now, I hope you go buy one yourself for the minimal price you can find, of course, because I would recommend you try it for yourself. That's the reason I'm not giving this a definitive star rating, is because I honestly believe that you will get more out of it by trying it yourself. Even my superior brain cannot enlighten you on everything. But I do certainly hope you will enjoy a fantastic day. All of you. Have a great one.